Have you noticed that climbing stairs has become more challenging lately? Or perhaps getting up from a chair feels like it requires more effort than it used to? Maybe carrying groceries from the car to the kitchen leaves you feeling surprisingly fatigued? These seemingly small changes aren't simply inconveniences. They could be early warning signs of sarcopenia, a condition where muscle mass and strength gradually decrease as we age. This silent condition affects millions of Americans, often progressing so gradually that many don't realize what's happening until everyday activities become genuinely difficult. Before we dive deeper, I'd love to know where you're joining from today. Leave a comment below, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the most helpful senior health advice. Are you with me right now? Comment yes if this video connects with you, or no if it doesn't. According to the American Geriatric Society, an estimated 45% of individuals over 50 may already be experiencing changes in muscle health that limit mobility and independence. Dr. Eleanor Richards, a leading geriatric specialist at Northwestern University, explains, "Sarcopenia is one of the most underdiagnosed conditions affecting older adults today. Many simply attribute their weakness to getting older, without realizing there are specific steps they can take to reverse the process. The good news? Making targeted dietary and lifestyle changes can lead to significant improvements, even if you've already noticed some decline. In fact, recent research from the Journal of Gerontology suggests that certain nutritional interventions can increase muscle strength by up to 20% in just 12 weeks, even in adults over 70. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore powerful foods scientifically proven to boost muscle strength and preserve function as part of a balanced approach to aging. This information could help you or someone you love maintain an active, independent lifestyle well into their golden years. So whether you're noticing changes yourself or concerned about a parent or spouse, the nutritional strategies we'll discuss today represent hope for better physical function and improved quality of life. I encourage you to share this information with family members across generations, because building and maintaining muscle isn't just a concern for seniors. The foundations for healthy aging begin decades earlier. As Dr. Marcus Thompson of the American Institute for Preventive Medicine often says, the best time to start thinking about muscle preservation was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Let's dive into the remarkable world of muscle-building nutrition and discover how simple changes to your plate might help restore strength, stability, and independence. Before we explore the foods that can help combat muscle loss, let's understand exactly what happens to our muscles as we age. Sarcopenia, derived from Greek words meaning poverty of flesh, is the progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and function that typically begins around age 40. Without intervention, most adults lose approximately 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade after 30, with the rate accelerating after 60. This might not sound like much, but compound that loss over decades, and the impact becomes profound. By age 80, many individuals have lost 30 to 40% of their peak muscle mass. What makes sarcopenia particularly challenging, explains Dr. Helena Ramirez, Director of Geriatric Medicine at Boston Medical Center, is that it affects not just the quantity of muscle, but the quality as well. The muscle fibers that remain become less efficient at generating force, further compromising strength and function. This decline doesn't just make opening jars more difficult, it fundamentally impacts quality of life. Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that sarcopenia is associated with 2.3 times higher risk of falls and fractures, 5 times greater likelihood of mobility limitations, 4 times higher rates of dependence in activities of daily living, significantly higher healthcare costs and hospitalization rates. The causes of sarcopenia are multifaceted, including reduced protein synthesis. Aging bodies become less efficient at building new muscle protein. Hormonal changes, decreases in growth hormone, testosterone, and estrogen. Chronic inflammation. Low-grade inflammation throughout the body that damages muscle cells. Mitochondrial dysfunction. Decreased energy production within muscle cells. Reduced physical activity. The use it or lose it principle in action. Inadequate nutrition, particularly insufficient protein and key micronutrients. The good news? When researchers at the National Institute on Aging studied identical twins with different lifestyle habits, they found that nutrition and physical activity could account for up to 60% of the variation in muscle preservation with age, meaning genetics isn't destiny when it comes to maintaining strength. With that foundation, let's explore 5 remarkable foods that research suggests can help rebuild and maintain muscle mass, even after decades of gradual decline. First, chickpeas. Chickpeas, those small, golden legumes, have been a Mediterranean dietary staple for thousands of years. While they've gained popularity in American kitchens for their versatility and taste, their contribution to muscle health remains seriously underappreciated. Margaret Wilson, 72, of Minneapolis, discovered the power of chickpeas after her doctor warned her about significant muscle loss following a hip replacement. "I was skeptical that something as simple as a bean could make a difference," she recalls. "But after incorporating chickpeas into my meals 3 times a week for 6 months, I not only regained strength in my legs, but my overall energy improved dramatically." What makes chickpeas such powerful allies against sarcopenia? Researchers at the American Nutrition and Aging Institute have identified several key components that work synergistically to support muscle health. Chickpeas contain 9 grams of high-quality plant-based protein per 100-gram serving, providing all 9 essential amino acids needed for muscle repair and regeneration. Unlike many plant proteins, chickpeas offer a particularly balanced amino acid profile, making them especially valuable for vegetarians and those reducing animal product consumption. Dr. Jonathan Parks, PhD in nutritional biochemistry at Cornell University, explains, "The protein in chickpeas is slow digesting, which creates a sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream. This extended availability is particularly beneficial for older adults, whose protein synthesis mechanisms often need more time to activate." One amino acid deserves special mention: leucine. This branched-chain amino acid acts as a metabolic trigger, activating the mTOR pathway, essentially flipping the switch that tells your body to build muscle protein. Recent studies indicate that aging muscles become leucine-resistant, requiring higher amounts to stimulate muscle growth. Chickpeas contain approximately 0.6 grams of leucine per 100-gram serving, significantly higher than many other plant sources. When combined with their complete protein profile, this makes them particularly effective at jump-starting muscle protein synthesis in older adults. Each 100-gram serving of chickpeas delivers 48 milligrams of magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including muscle contraction and relaxation. Magnesium deficiency, which affects an estimated 60% of older Americans, can contribute to muscle cramps, weakness, and impaired recovery. Magnesium is particularly important for seniors because it helps regulate calcium within muscle cells, explains Dr. Laura Chen, Director of Nutritional Medicine at UCLA Medical Center. Without adequate magnesium, muscles remain in a partially contracted state, leading to stiffness, soreness, and accelerated fatigue. The 7.6 grams of fiber per 100-gram serving helps regulate blood sugar and prevent insulin spikes that can contribute to inflammation and muscle catabolism breakdown. Maintaining stable blood glucose levels creates an optimal hormonal environment for muscle preservation and growth. At 2.9 milligrams per 100 gram serving, chickpeas provide meaningful amounts of iron, essential for delivering oxygen to working muscles. Adequate oxygen supply is critical for endurance, recovery, and preventing the accelerated muscle breakdown that occurs during hypoxic, low oxygen conditions. Research suggests consuming 150 grams of cooked chickpeas 3 to 4 times weekly to experience meaningful benefits for muscle health. Here are practical ways to incorporate them. 1. Combine chickpeas with quinoa, olive oil, lemon juice, and vegetables for a complete protein meal that supports muscle recovery. 2. Blend chickpeas with tahini, olive oil, lemon juice, and garlic for a protein-rich spread that can be enjoyed with vegetables or whole grain crackers. Try the anti-inflammatory soup mentioned earlier: 200 grams chickpeas, 300 milliliters, vegetable broth, turmeric, and black pepper, which combines protein with anti-inflammatory compounds that protect muscle tissue from damage. 4. To enhance iron absorption, add vitamin C-rich foods like lemon juice, bell peppers, or tomatoes to your chickpea dishes. This simple addition can increase iron bioavailability by up to 300%. In parts of the Mediterranean and Middle East, roasted chickpeas are ground into a caffeine-free coffee alternative called orzo that provides sustained energy without the crash, making it ideal for supporting physical activity throughout the day. Second, peas. When we think of muscle-building foods, bright green peas rarely come to mind. Yet these humble vegetables, native to the Mediterranean and Central Asia, but now a staple in American gardens and freezers, contain a surprising array of compounds specifically beneficial for aging muscles. James Henderson, an 81-year-old former high school coach from Portland, Oregon, credits peas with helping him maintain his active lifestyle. I've been eating a half cup of peas almost daily for decades, something my own father taught me. My doctor is amazed at my muscle tone compared to others my age. Could be coincidence, but I'm not changing my peas routine. While James's experience is anecdotal, emerging research suggests he may be onto something. Here's what makes peas particularly valuable for combating sarcopenia. Peas contain 5.4 grams of protein per 100 gram serving. Impressive for a green vegetable. But it's not just the quantity that matters, it's the quality. Pea protein is particularly rich in lysine, an essential amino acid that plays a crucial role in collagen production, calcium absorption, and muscle repair. Dr. Sarah Johnson, director of the Plant Protein Research Center at Colorado State University, notes, "What makes pea protein unique is its excellent digestibility and bioavailability, especially compared to other plant proteins. For seniors whose digestive efficiency often declines with age, this characteristic is particularly valuable." With 0.65 grams of leucine per 100 gram serving, peas deliver a significant amount of this critical amino acid trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Dr. Robert Martinez, specialist in geriatric nutrition at Mayo Clinic, explains, "Our research indicates that regular consumption of leucine-rich foods, like peas, can help older adults maintain muscle mass even during periods of reduced activity, such as recovery from illness or injury." Peas provide 1.5 milligrams of iron per 100 grams, supporting muscle oxygenation and energy production. This is particularly important for older adults, as iron deficiency becomes more common with age and can masquerade as general fatigue or weakness. Many seniors I see attribute their fatigue to just getting old when they're actually experiencing mild iron deficiency, says Dr. Patricia Wong, hematologist at Mount Sinai Hospital. Adding iron-rich plant foods like peas can make a noticeable difference in energy levels within just a few weeks. Peas contain unique plant compounds called saponins that have demonstrated anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These compounds help protect muscle tissue from oxidative damage and reduce the chronic inflammation that contributes to accelerated muscle breakdown. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that regular consumption of peas was associated with lower levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, factors directly linked to accelerated sarcopenia progression. For optimal muscle support, nutrition experts recommend consuming at least 150 grams of peas 3 times weekly. Consider these practical applications. 1. Simmer peas with bone broth, herbs, and a touch of olive oil for a meal that delivers both quick and sustained protein release. 2. Try blending 200 grams of cooked peas with 20 grams of almonds and a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil for a creamy, nutrient-dense spread that provides complete protein. 3. Combine peas with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers or citrus fruits to increase iron absorption by up to 67%. Studies show that frozen peas often retain more nutrients than fresh peas that have been transported and stored for days. Don't hesitate to use frozen options for convenience and potentially superior nutrition. Peas contain nearly twice the fiber of spinach, 7.6 grams versus 4.5 grams per 100 grams, supporting healthy blood sugar regulation and digestive health, both increasingly important factors in muscle preservation as we age. Third, spirulina. When NASA began researching efficient, nutrient-dense foods to nourish astronauts during long-duration space missions, one surprising candidate emerged: spirulina. This blue-green algae, which grows naturally in alkaline lakes around the world, offers one of the most concentrated nutrient profiles of any food on Earth. While its space-age credentials are impressive, spirulina's particular benefits for preventing and reversing sarcopenia have made it increasingly popular among forward-thinking seniors and healthcare providers specializing in aging. Elizabeth Chambers, 68, a retired nurse from Florida, began taking spirulina after reading about its benefits in a medical journal. After about 2 months of adding a teaspoon to my morning smoothie, I noticed I could garden for longer periods without fatigue. 6 months in, my physician commented on improved muscle tone during my annual physical, the first positive change in years. What makes this ancient algae so effective for modern muscle challenges? Let's examine the science. Spirulina provides up to 70% complete protein by dry weight, significantly more concentrated than virtually any other food source. For comparison, chicken breast offers approximately 27% protein by weight. This remarkable density makes spirulina particularly valuable for seniors who often experience decreased appetite but increased protein needs. Dr. Michael Anderson, geriatric nutrition specialist at Johns Hopkins, explains, "The protein paradox of aging is that as we need more protein to maintain muscle, many seniors eat less total food. Nutrient-dense sources like spirulina can help bridge this gap. Just 3 grams of spirulina powder, approximately 1 teaspoon, provides about 2 grams of complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids in bioavailable forms. The vibrant blue-green color of spirulina comes from phycocyanin, a powerful antioxidant compound almost exclusively found in blue-green algae. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food demonstrated that phycocyanin specifically reduces inflammation in muscle cells, potentially speeding recovery and improving endurance. A 2022 study from the University of South Florida found that participants taking spirulina experienced 23% less exercise-induced muscle damage after resistance training compared to a placebo group, suggesting its potential for helping seniors recover more quickly from physical activity. With approximately 50 milligrams of iron per 100 grams, spirulina is one of the richest plant sources of this essential mineral. For context, spinach, often touted for its iron content, provides about 2.7 milligrams per 100 grams. This exceptional iron concentration helps oxygenate muscle tissue, reduce fatigue, and support the energy-producing mitochondria within muscle cells. Spirulina delivers approximately 195 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams, supporting optimal nerve and muscle function while helping prevent cramping, a common complaint among active seniors. Magnesium also plays a crucial role in vitamin D metabolism, further supporting muscle strength and bone health. The research-supported dose for muscle health benefits is 3 to 5 grams daily. Here are practical ways to include it. 1. Add 1 teaspoon approximately 3 grams to a morning smoothie with banana berries and a protein source like yogurt or plant milk. 2. Mix 1/2 teaspoon spirulina into 8 ounces of vegetable juice with a squeeze of lemon for improved absorption and taste. 3. Dissolve 1 teaspoon in water with a small amount of honey after physical activity to support muscle recovery. Start with a smaller amount, 1/2 teaspoon, and gradually increase to allow your taste buds and digestive system to adjust to this nutritionally potent food. Spirulina has remained essentially unchanged for over 3.5 billion years, making it one of the oldest life forms on Earth, and perhaps one of the secrets to its remarkable nutritional profile that addresses so many aspects of muscle health simultaneously. 4th, parsley. Often relegated to the role of plate decoration, parsley deserves serious reconsideration as a powerful ally in the fight against sarcopenia. This common Mediterranean herb has become a staple in American kitchens, primarily for its bright flavor and appearance, but its muscle-supporting properties make it worthy of far more attention. Dr. Thomas Klein, a researcher in phytonutrients at Tufts University, puts it bluntly: if parsley came in pill form and had been recently discovered in a rainforest, pharmaceutical companies would be charging hundreds of dollars for what we casually sprinkle on potatoes. What makes this humble herb so valuable for muscle health? The science reveals several key mechanisms. Fresh parsley is one of the richest known sources of apagenin, providing approximately 130 milligrams per 100 grams, far more than most other plant foods. This powerful flavonoid has been shown to reduce muscle inflammation and support muscle fiber regeneration after damage. Research published in the Journal of Sports Medicine found that participants with higher dietary apigenin intake recovered muscle strength 18% faster after intense exercise compared to those with lower intake. For seniors experiencing the increased inflammation that often accompanies aging, sometimes called inflammaging, this anti-inflammatory effect can be particularly beneficial. With an extraordinary 1,640 micrograms of vitamin K per 100 grams, parsley provides over 1,300% of the recommended daily intake in just a small serving. While vitamin K is best known for blood clotting and bone health, emerging research indicates it also plays a crucial role in muscle contraction and maintaining muscle protein. Dr. Elaine Matsuda of the Center for Aging Research notes, vitamin K insufficiency is incredibly common among seniors, particularly those on certain medications. Our longitudinal studies suggest that optimizing vitamin K status may slow the progression of sarcopenia by up to 19% over 5 years. Parsley contains natural nitrates that the body converts to nitric oxide, a compound that dilates blood vessels and improves circulation to muscle tissue. Better blood flow means more efficient delivery of oxygen and nutrients while removing metabolic waste products that can contribute to fatigue and soreness. With 6.2 milligrams of iron per 100 grams, parsley contributes to oxygen transport throughout the body. Combined with its high folate content, 152 micrograms per 100 grams, parsley supports red blood cell production and function, creating an optimal environment for muscle endurance and recovery. To experience meaningful benefits, aim for 10 to 15 grams of fresh parsley, approximately 1/4 cup chopped, several times weekly. Consider these practical applications. 1. Combine chopped parsley as the main ingredient, not just a garnish with bulgur wheat tomatoes, olive oil, and lemon juice for a meal rich in muscle-supporting compounds. 2nd, steep 5 grams of fresh parsley in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes, then strain and drink. This traditional remedy concentrates the herb's beneficial compounds. 3. Blend parsley with ginger, pineapple, and a protein source for a potent anti-inflammatory recovery drink. 4. To maintain maximum nutrient content, store parsley with stems in a glass of water in the refrigerator, changing the water every 2 to 3 days. The ancient Greeks not only used parsley as a medicinal herb, but actually crowned victorious athletes with parsley wreaths, suggesting they recognized its connection to physical performance thousands of years before. Modern science confirmed these benefits. 5th, chives. While garlic and onions typically receive most of the attention among the allium family, chives, their delicate, mild-flavored cousins, contain a unique profile of compounds that specifically support muscle health in aging bodies. Margaret Thompson, 75, from Seattle, began incorporating chives into her meals after her physical therapist suggested them as part of a comprehensive nutrition plan. I thought it was odd advice at first, she recalls, but after consistently using them for several months, I noticed I could complete my full exercise routine without the fatigue I'd been experiencing. Let's examine the science behind this unassuming herb's muscle-supporting properties. Chives contain approximately 90 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams, higher than many citrus fruits. This essential vitamin plays several critical roles in muscle health: collagen synthesis for muscle structure and connective tissue, antioxidant protection against exercise-induced free radical damage, enhanced iron absorption, supporting oxygen delivery to muscles, immune system regulation, preventing the muscle-wasting effects of chronic inflammation. Like their allium relatives, chives contain organosulfur compounds, including a lysine, which becomes active when the plant is cut or crushed. These compounds have been shown to improve circulation and oxygen delivery to muscle tissue, reduce systemic inflammation that contributes to sarcopenia, support mitochondrial function in muscle cells, improving energy production, enhance nitric oxide availability, improving blood flow during activity. Dr. Jennifer Washington, exercise physiologist at the University of Michigan, explains, the organosulfur compounds in alliums, like chives, create a measurable improvement in microcirculation within muscle tissue. For seniors, this improved blood flow can make the difference between muscles receiving adequate nutrition or slowly starving. Chives contain a distinctive profile of flavonoids that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress while supporting mitochondrial health. Recent research from the University of Wisconsin found that these compounds may help preserve muscle fiber integrity even during periods of reduced activity, particularly valuable for seniors recovering from illness or injury. For meaningful benefits, aim to consume 5 to 10 grams of fresh chives, approximately 2 to 4 tablespoons chopped, several times weekly. Consider these practical applications. 1. Add freshly snipped chives to scrambled eggs or an omelet for a protein-rich meal, enhanced with circulation-improving compounds. 2. Top a baked sweet or white potato with Greek yogurt and generous amounts of chives for a post-activity recovery meal that combines carbohydrates, protein, and muscle-supporting nutrients. 3. Freeze chopped chives in ice cube trays with a small amount of water or olive oil to maintain their beneficial compounds year-round. Ancient Roman soldiers were given chives to increase strength and courage before battle, and early recognition of their energizing properties that modern science has now connected to improved circulation and oxygen utilization. Understanding the benefits of these foods is just the beginning. Implementing them consistently is where real transformation occurs. Here's a practical 3-day sample meal plan incorporating these muscle-preserving foods. Day 1, breakfast, Greek yogurt, topped with 2 tablespoons roasted chickpeas and a drizzle of honey. Lunch, Mediterranean bowl with 1/2 cup chickpeas, quinoa, olive oil, lemon juice, and plenty of fresh parsley. Dinner, grilled fish with pea and chive puree, 1/2 cup peas blended with 2 tablespoons chives and a touch of olive oil. Snack, hummus with vegetable crudités. Day 2, breakfast, scrambled eggs with chives and whole grain toast. Lunch, pea and mint soup with parsley garnish. Dinner, chicken stir-fry with snow peas and chickpeas. Snack, smoothie with 1 teaspoon spirulina, banana, and almond milk. Day 3, breakfast, overnight oats with spirulina and berries. Lunch, tabbouleh salad, rich in parsley with chickpeas added. Dinner, baked salmon with a chive and parsley crust, served with mushy peas. Snack, roasted chickpeas with herbs. Weekly prep tips. 1. Cook a large batch of chickpeas to use throughout the week 2. Freeze portions of homemade pea soup 3. Keep a container of washed chopped parsley and chives in the refrigerator 4. Pre-portion spirulina into small containers for easy addition to meals. Remember that consistency is key. Research indicates that the muscle-preserving benefits of these foods are most pronounced when consumed regularly over time, not just occasionally. Sarcopenia may be a common challenge of aging, but it's not an inevitable one. The foods we've explored today, chickpeas, peas, spirulina, parsley, and chives, represent just a fraction of nature's pharmacy for muscle health. When combined with appropriate physical activity and proper hydration, these nutritional powerhouses can help you maintain strength, mobility, and independence throughout your golden years. Dr. Marianne Williams, director of the Healthy Aging Institute, offers this perspective. What we're discovering about nutrition and muscle preservation gives tremendous hope. Even individuals in their 80s and 90s can experience meaningful improvements in strength and function with the right nutritional support. Here are some final thoughts to guide your journey toward better muscle health. 1. Adding even 1 serving of these foods daily can begin shifting your body toward muscle preservation. 2. These foods work synergistically. The protein in chickpeas, the anti-inflammatories in parsley, the circulation-boosting compounds in chives all complement each other. 3. While nutrition is crucial, combining these foods with appropriate resistance training, even using household items or body weight, amplifies their benefits significantly. Research indicates that meaningful improvements in muscle strength and function typically begin to appear after 6 to 12 weeks of consistent nutritional intervention. 5. Many seniors suffer unnecessarily from weakness and limited mobility simply due to lack of information. Share what you've learned with friends and family. As we conclude, remember that maintaining muscle isn't just about strength. It's about preserving the foundation for an active, engaged life. Every step you take toward better muscle health is an investment in your independence, your ability to travel and explore, to play with grandchildren, to maintain your home, and to fully participate in the activities that bring you joy. The power to preserve and even rebuild your muscles doesn't lie primarily in expensive supplements or medical interventions. It begins with the simple, nourishing foods on your plate. Start today and discover what your body is still capable of accomplishing. What muscle-boosting food will you add to your next meal?